From inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native, and he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Herbert. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off near the 44 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses?
And this is oh my goodness, I like it. One-handed. Broncos score. Denzel Mims, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. It's certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. This defense for the Broncos, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that's complete to Trey McKinney, the tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. gun, Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And this one is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Herbert on first down now. This is swung out to Eckler. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Here's Herbert. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
6 yards on that last. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Second and 10.
Squeeze, get in there.
Here's Wilson. He's got this one completed to Mims. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6.
Get ready. Big Ed. Show it up.
Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. Back deep, Daz Newsome. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Herbert now. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Right there. 54, right there.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big game that time for the Chargers. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give. Eckler running to the right. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Chargers 14, Broncos 7. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
80 weapon. 80 weapon. 49's a mic. 49's a mic. Let's go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Set. 8. Read. You better be afraid of me. Ready.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Ready, go.
Now Williams running left. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
third down. Here's Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. They run. It's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
On first down, Wilson flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
At the 28-yard line.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Chargers.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Got his man, it's Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Los Angeles.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Herbert throwing again. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
49.
After the interception, here's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll air this one out from Mims. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. You're out. Check it back.
Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
49. 49's the mic. What we got? What we got? What we got? Slow. 49, guys. Mike. Let's go.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Check, check. Watch your slant, watch your slant. Watch your slant.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Wilson. He'll fire one downfield for Fant, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Williams, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 60, Pittsburgh. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Hey, let's go.
Wilson.
Check.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Okay, break. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Lock it. Hey.
Williams. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, after the loss on 1st down, they're going to walk that line and understand they don't have to rush just yet, but time is still going to be a factor in their decision-making. Call your play. Make sure everyone knows what they're doing. You have to score a touchdown here. You've got to find a way to cash in.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Well, what a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Broncos have retaken the lead. McManus's point after is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. It's Eckler again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The shotgun. Here's Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On the give, this is Eckler, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Well, this is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's 3rd and long. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Said and done, it's a 58-yard punt, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got his tight end fan. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They go play action with Wilson. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Focus, defense, focus.
Here's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Eckler, they run left side, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Herbert. This is caught by Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Chris Barnes, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Check, check.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And room there to work it inside the 25.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Herbert now. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Switch up, switch up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. J.J. Hamler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for L.A.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. From the 30 on second down, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
The handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Back to throw here, Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level. The quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Able to connect with Mims. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 49. There's Wilson to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He'll air this one out for Mims, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And McManus able to put it through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd down and 12. Play action. It's Herbert. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Asante Samuel Jr. that time up to make the tackle. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover. If there's one more score, and this game's over.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Play action. It's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Herbert. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One last throw here for Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game.